Álvaro Negredo Sánchez is a Spanish professional footballer who plays for Manchester City as a striker. Nicknamed La Fiera de Vallecas, his early career was associated with Real Madrid, although he could never become a part of its first team setup, going on to represent other clubs in his country, with his longest spell being at Sevilla. Over the course of 6 seasons, he amassed La Liga totals of 209 games and 102 goals. A Spanish international since 2009, Negredo was part of the team that won Euro 2012. Club career: Real Madrid. Born in Madrid, Negredo started his career at local Rayo Vallecano, making his professional debuts in early 2005 with the team in Segunda División B. He switched during that summer to another side in the country's capital, ending his formation in Real Madrid affiliate Real Madrid Castilla. In his last season Negredo developed as a striker, scoring 18 league goals although he could not prevent Castilla's drop from Segunda División. He did manage to impress first-team coach Fabio Capello and was called for a few games in the Copa del Rey, but remained an unused substitute. Finally, he made his debut for the main squad in a friendly against Attribution Madrid. Almería. In July 2007 Negredo was sold to La Liga newcomers UD Almería, with Real Madrid having an option to Äalβαɾo. He made his top-flight debut on August 26 in a 3-0 shock win at Deportivo de La Coruña +or-A. On February 2, 2008 he scored from the penalty spot in a 2-0 home win against his former team and, on April 19, he added €2 after having missed a penalty kick €1 in a 4-1 away success against UEFA Cup and Spanish Cup holders Sevilla FC. Negredo finished the campaign as Almeria's topscorer with 13 goals, as the side from Andalusia finished 8th. In 2008 Euro 09 he netted 5 in the side's first 6 matches, including a 95th minute winner against neighbours Recreativo de Huelva on September 28, 2008. In February of the following year he scored a brace against Valencia CF, which took his league tally to 10, albeit in a 2-3 away loss, and finished with 19 successful strikes, with the club producing a slightly less successful season. Return to Real Madrid. Real Madrid exercised their buyback option of a reported $5 million on Negredo during the summer of 2009, and the player returned to training with the club on July 10. In the pre-season he scored the 4th goal against LDU Quito, in a 4-2 win for the Peace Cup. Negredo had been tipped to join Real Zaragoza or Hull City, but finally decided to sign a reported 5-year deal with Sevilla FC for a $15 million, with Real Madrid having an option to Äalβαɾo the player in the first 2 years. New club manager Manuel Pellegrini could not guarantee him first-team football with the likes of Karim Benzema, Gonzalo Higuain, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, Ruud van Nistelrooy and Cristiano Ronaldo in the squad, and subsequently advised him to leave and join Sevilla in order to fulfill his potential. Negredo later revealed his admiration for Pellegrini's honesty. Sevilla. Negredo made his debut for Sevilla on August 31, 2009 against Valencia, coming as a substitute in the 37th minute on a 0-2 away loss. 2 weeks later he scored his first goal, against CA Osasuna in a 2-0 away success. A starter throughout most of the 2009 Euro 10 season, with Luis Fabiano and Fra Rick and Outla fighting for the other striker berth, Negredo's first year was highly irregular. He suffered a scoring drought that lasted 12 games, only ending on May 2, 2010 in a 3-1 home win against Attribution Madrid, his 2 goals coming from penalties. He added another brace the following match, a 5-1 away routing of Racing de Santander for a total of 11 in the league, grabbing another in the UEFA Champions League. He was also sent off 3 times in the season, the last of which almost prevented his participation in the domestic cup final against Attribution Madrid after insulting the assistant referee in Sevilla's 3-2 win at former club Almería. Negredo was an undisputed first choice for Sevilla in the 2010 Euro 11 campaign. Fabiano also returned to Sao Paulo FC in March 2011 scoring 27 official goals, 20 in the league. Highlights included braces against Villarreal CF, Deportivo, Real Madrid Osasuna and RCD Espanyol. Negredo took his 2012 Euro 13 league total to 13 on March 4, 2013, after netting a hat-trick in a Euro 1 home success over Celta de Vigo. He scored all of his team's goals on the last day of the season, a Euro 3 home win against Valencia CF, clinching the Äalvαɾo trophy in the process. Manchester City. On July 19, 2013, Manchester City announced the signing of Negredo on a 4-year deal for a fee reported to be £16.4 million, with add-ons. He moved to the Premier League club shortly after teammate Jesus Navas. Negredo made his league debut on August 19, 2013, coming on as a substitute for countryman David Silva in a Euro 0 home win against Newcastle United. He scored his first goal for the club the following match on August 25, netting from a header in a Euro 3 defeat at newly promoted Cardiff City. He scored his first goal at the City of Manchester Stadium in the next round, a Euro 0 home success over Hull City. On November 5, 2013, Negredo scored his first hat-trick for City, contributing to a Euro 2 group stage home win against PFC CSKA Moscow, which qualified the former to the round of 16. This was the first ever time a Manchester City player has scored 3 goals in the same match in the Champions League. He repeated the feat on January 8 of the following year, contributing decisively to a Euro 0 home routing of West Ham United in the first leg of the Football League Cup semi-final. International career. On October 6, 2009, Negredo received his first call to the Spanish senior team, for a 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Armenia on the 10th, following the injuries of David Villa and Daniel Garwan-Cortaiza. He made his debut replacing Fernando Torres early in the second half of an eventual Euro 1 away win. 4 days later, Negredo started and scored twice Euro, also providing 2 assists Euro in another away fixture, against Bosnia and Herzegovina, as Spain eventually won all 10 group matches. He was, however, overlooked for the final stages in South Africa, with the national team winning the tournament. Negredo was chosen by manager Vicente Del Bosque for his UEFA Euro 2012 squad. He played twice in the tournament in Poland and Ukraine, including one start against Portugal in the semi-finals. Negredo was one of 7 players cut from Spain's final squad for the 2014 World Cup, alongside City teammate Navas. International goals, honours, Club, Sevilla, Copa del Rey, 2009 Euro 10, Manchester City, Premier League, 2013 Euro 14, Football League Cup, 2013 Euro 14, Country, UEFA European Championship, 2012, Individual, Äalvαɾo Trophy, 2010 Euro 11, 2012 Euro 13, Football League Cup, Top Scorer 2013 Euro 14, Statistics, Club, as of match played May 11, 2014. International, as of November 19, 2013. Personal life, Negredo's older brothers, Car copyright ẓa and Ruba copyright N, are also footballers, the former a defender, the latter a forward. Both played their entire careers in Division 3 or lower. References. External links, Football Profile, National Team Data, Football Profile, an älvαɾo Negredo Career Stats at Soxabase, an älvαɾo Negredo at national-football-teams.com, an älvαɾo Negredo a Euro FIFA competition record.